Ifoma beme Ndokwa. Ifoma beme o, Ifoma beme o, Ifoma beme Ndokwa. Ifoma beme Ndokwa. Ifoma beme o Ndokwa. Ifoma beme o, Ifoma beme Ndokwa. Ezuku kachoni Ndokwa. Upe kachoni Ndokwa. Obodo di besukwana ya. Obodo di bukpeta ya. Ojeke po bibi, ojeke po bibi, ojeke po bibi noa. Ezuku kachoni Ndokwa. Upe kachoni Ndokwa. Obodo di besukwana ya. Obodo di bukpeta ya.
As you know, the Ukwuani sons and daughters who are so passionate about eradicating darkness in Ndokwa nation came out on the 16th day of June 2025 to hear their voices via a protest along the expressway, which resulted in multiple damages of motorbikes, multiple arrests, and now some court cases. One of the loudest voices and convener of that protest was Mr. Henry, former Franklin.
Henry Franklin, aka Henry Land, CDC chairman of Umuse Tujem. I went the government say everyone had to carry. Probably any step down never signed to promise she 16 years. We in to politics. And the day we could call what about respond Daniel? Wajo. Ketaka oge ketaka go say ka block is ku block as if. We were the instead of address and we were going to the youth. One man up. The youth chairman of the community, the leader, we had to go. Osun nyaru when they go. Nagbani tear gas, nagbani egbo. Natiko, if I na-achọ address anyị, governor, anyị chọ nya na-atọ to ndek enyi. Otofo na atara anyị. Governor ka anyị na-eche, governor dibia na anyị ko nebeni. Wa dibia na kete. Go proceed to complain. All the whole company will be shut down.
And among the voluntary protesters was Mr. Stanley Nkemado, who unfortunately was among those who were arrested by the police. While the rest people who were arrested were freed from the police custody, the police refused to release Mr. Stanley Nkemado and one other man named Dada for 35 days at the State Criminal Investigation Department, Asaba, under the Ministry of Justice, Delta State. Everybody protested online by asking for their release.
Ndokwa anya pusagori o nda police kwala apusa na tunde madu kunu na anu onu anyo DPO kwala na atu anyo sanje anye police ko adina be o Ndokwa na anyo it's a peaceful protest so peaceful protest kanye dio awon ya na atu so peaceful protest kanye de DPO kwala apusa na Ndokwa Ndokwa did not so what. I didn't protest so very peaceful. A show to Kanye Pusane. Not Chezuku and a federal government. And I know good data states. And I know company. Because GP Wale. Also get good for you. Of the revenue, Yanu Maya, Borwadia. Shiny Punazuku. Shiny Punazuku. Or we come on your opponent. This is the Wale Kodio. Nananyo, Mundokwa. Nananyo. Nananyo, Nda politicians, and I forget I count, Mbaranyo, and I know politicians or go, and I know government or go. No, we're not fighting the state government. What we're talking about is they should give us the IPP that Obasanjo has approved since 2005, 20 years now. What are we saying? What are we not saying? Because Mono Mario, Nelojo, and Aposapo, Nano, Yanon, the Yatulo, or with a you check all day. Check all day.
And finally, on July 22nd, 2025, Stanley Nkemado was released. However, not without some charges against him, which includes, according to the government, destruction of government properties and individual buildings, destruction of railway in Kwale, and beating up a policeman to pop, which Mr. Stanley Nkemado denied. There was much joy and celebration as he was released. And out of excitement, many of those jubilating started encouraging him not to give up or lose hope, and also reminding him that he's now a leader of this Ndokwa light movement for paying such a price of being in detention for almost 40 days. Words on the streets have it that many more started addressing him as their leader in solidarity of his incarceration for Ndokwa matter and hailing him as a true hero in this fight for Ndokwa electrification. However, many started to blame Mr. Henry Ufoma Franklin for the unfruitful outcome of the protest and calling him a saboteur in this fight for Ndokwa electrification and accusing him of taking bribes from politicians to quench the protest and to leave Mr. Stanley Nkemado in police custody. So many on social media and off social media began to malign Henry Franklin and make him look like a black sheep of the protest, insulting him without any substantial evidences that he has compromised in the whole movement. Mr. Franklin, who is still an active British soldier and shuttles in between Nigeria and the UK very often, left back to the UK on July 19, 2025, just 3 days before Stanley Nkemado was released. And he also posted "Free Stanley Ado" in a post he made on the day of his departure. It also happened that Henry Franklin already made it known in a video that some Ndokwa youths and chiefs were receiving monies from the government to silence the protest.
Youth chairman of the community, in the leader,
But unfortunately, the same Henry Franklin who has been exposing the people who took money to not protest is now the same person almost everyone who began the protest suddenly turned against. Also, words on the streets have it that some people hate Henry Ufoma Franklin because he shines very brightly in the things he does, and also because they feel he's not a full-blooded Ndokwa son, because he's an Ndokwa son only through his mother, who is from Umuseti quarters of the city of Kwale. At this point, it appeared that the house is now divided against itself. Something that began with unity has now become dismembered, thereby prompting Henry Ufoma Franklin, who was moved in pains, to make videos reminding everyone that he founded and initiated this whole movement of Ndokwa electrification, and that it is obvious that they have kicked him out of his own initiative.
I want to get this record straight. This light up on Ndokwa, I initiated it, yes. When everybody disappointed me, I said this thing must owe. All to the day of the protest, Asama Tunegu, me biatono no no ba, be boto no be bruno no no. only Junu Kwaya who the person that only came by himself, I didn't go his house, was Tomosai. 5 people and then start this protest. Tomosai, Feliciza, Michael, Onwuma, Stanley Ado, Menenwem, and Tomosai. Other people where I go meet, where I go carry for the house, they make they go, they come back. What time did you come? See your house where they do the protest. 8 o'clock. When protest started 4:30 or 5 o'clock. Then now you come here, come they disclaim say Ndokwa laptop is not in it's not part of this protest we are doing in Abuja. Oh, quiet, so that Bube Memaro. On never kidding be a protest. 8 o'clock where everywhere don't full. Then Tomosa will no choir be said because na Felicity gonna see Nifen many Felicity Bonaya. Then Ofumaro, I been a kusi common DP of the Bromoso. A shike Dompolo, then name me for name me, but I'm going to go. Ingolese or Quago. Because you don't use your brain, that's why you get caught. They came from arrest, not be you. Asama de Brunoso, you need that they Brunoso. Because you say onye ke marene or bia na benelindi. They only will hear. Na bia ne kwesi come out DPO kusani Brunoso. Maybe the Bruno noi. Egu na to aso ncha, egu tonu no aso ncha, maybe the Bruno noi. I landed Nigeria the same day, pick a cab straight to Kwale, arrive at 12:30 at your place. As Ebu na to aso say King he pronounce me Onyob na beji. Obviously that process for no hold. That process hold because of me. I dey think why since they because it's just more hero weapon in maro. Ishe kofu. Yamale life jinika. Can you often where they claim light up Ndokwa? Can you give a government ultimatum? Or can you come out to say you want protest? Who born you? Like this one where they go do for Abuja. Do you have that liver? Do you know what it takes to say you give government ultimatum that you are going to do something and you do it? Ego bada. Do you know how much I spent to leave Nigeria? Hero, my food. Who's an hero? Torono mo itiene bell. Ko angoli ki bi bebe wele da shine shi be hero. Which hero? The later way you go, una go put. Not me give una encouragement so you gonna go put am. Una know as I take delay the thing. Before una go that means you go submit the letter way we draft. Everybody fear. Now you are given encouragement or you are go and do that thing. You know the strategy I put in place. Then somebody from another countries they come they make map for internet. You know when we do the protest where you are around, it is to make map for internet. Can you make map for internet and come physical? Oh when you been a corner marono, it's because you in Mario 100,000 or 200,000. You will come here, they talk any and say you place them in salary, you place them only keep in salary. When I background kitty. Next one again, when I bring my number, they give DSS. Look, DSS. I was the one that did light up Ndokwa, and I'm not longer using that name again. Other people are using it. If you want to address me, that you want to interrogate me, or you want any information, address me with this name. Step down in Ndokwa Nation movement. That is who we are right now. Light up Ndokwa is a first primary things that we did. that are going to be equivalent to NEPA. We're not fighting state governments. We're not fighting. It's not fighting. We are not demanding our right. Federal. So our Shaka DSS is looking for me. What for? If you want to write me, use this name. Step down IPP in Ndokwa Nation movement. If you want, I'm the convener. Put that name, then I will answer you. Not like up Ndokwa. I don't use that name anymore. I leave it with people that want to claim they sabi. You know where I the light up Ndokwa take come? When I bank it. Look, Ichok Ichok Nye Woto in the chorus where I will give it to you. If I can sacrifice my life to another man's country, British soldier, I can also sacrifice my life for my Nigeria, my country, especially in Ndokwa Nation. If you can make it, if they want to arrest me at any time, come and arrest me. And you can arrest me for what reason? For me fighting for my rights? If you can get to us, nobody go use them for politics. That's why we always fail. If you want to use it for politics, I will try the effort. Abuja, we are coming. Here we're coming. We'll move to Abuja. Make we go there, make the noise for the Abuja. Look. Can you people call protest? Light up Ndokwa, light up Ndokwa, light up Ndokwa. Can you call protest? It isn't that we do it for social media. Can you say something and come? Bro Buzo. And not blame all of now.
I want to set one record straight. I'm the pioneer of Light Up Ndokwa. I did everything I did to make sure that our people get light. Upon all the whole betrayal, they betrayed me the initial stage. Then finally breakthrough. After protest, people hijacked the Light Up Ndokwa from me. I left it for you guys as a 2M because Gary no dey do advert. Any you do Gary must sell. A judgment maybe settle the group, will you know? Make una forge ahead. Went back again because I'm fighting for just cause, not because of anything. No emotion, no anything attached to it. Then that I need IPP step down in Ndokwa Nation, not BDEC. I've never fight any government, deputy or anybody that want to talk. Is for federal, not state. I was not even referring to state. I was referring to federal. That's responsible for IPP step down. Now I'm embarking on protest of peaceful protest in Abuja. The Light Up Ndokwa left you guys to manage. You can't even do anything. You start coming to me again about talking all kind of rubbish. Please mind your Light Up Ndokwa, and I will mind my IPP step down, because the IPP step down that we need. We don't need NEPA. We don't need Paneka. We don't need candle light. We need 24 hours light in the Ndokwa Nation. That's the main reason we are going to Abuja on the 8th of October, and nothing going to change it. If you are truly fighting for Ndokwa Nation, why are you discouraging Ndokwa son and daughters not to go to Abuja because of this? We are not fighting state. State is doing their own BDEC, which the stage will pass that stage already. Number one, if you go and Abuja to tell them that you are fighting for Light Up Ndokwa, they will tell you, say, some part of Ndokwa has a light. But are there any step down in Ndokwa Nation? The answer is no. So I'm fighting for step down in Ndokwa. Step down, IPP in Ndokwa Nation movement. That's where we are. That's our logo. I'm not Light Up Ndokwa. Anything to do with Light Up Ndokwa, I am not a part of it. I know I did it. You understand me? But I am not part of it anymore. Please. antagonize my post, I will not antagonize your post. We're all fighting for light issue. Mind your business and focus of your business than we that have the mind to go to Abuja, whoever have the mind to go to Abuja to go. If people have been antagonizing my post, I've never responded. You say I'm not part of it. Unonguni, kunochofunum. Because in Bulgaria, I don't need advert. Because what I'm doing for my people is from my heart. If you look now, there's a light 24 hours light. You see the way everywhere is bright. But anyway, Obusunu Choni, Kasain Charubame to go to Abuja, you are welcome. Everybody. Nobody they use and they buy go. So if you want to come in, unless we are getting another interior motive for you to be saying that kind of a thing. I never issue any press conference against like Unonguni. That's the last thing I ever do. No. If you see my logo, our logo is different. Your own is light up in Ndokwa. Our own has stepped down IPP in Ndokwa Nation, which everybody is clamoring for. So I don't know why people are just, I don't know what to say anymore. That Abuja on the 8th of October, 2025, they will come. Anybody can join the train. It's a moving train. It's a movement. Because if you do our wasa, when they court, but when I write petition to deputy, open letter to deputy governor, when I sue that government, when I saw that they court, I try to make release or let them dismiss the case. You come to my DM and be telling me I should remove your picture and every other things. But you people are still doing things with the name of a light up Ndokwa. Please focus on your light up Ndokwa. Please, Bikoni. Wanna leave step then IPP for us. The people on them gonna be. If you look at this IPP, on natural summary, not only one person, not only Ndokwa West, not only Kwale. Everybody must get it. You understand me? Everybody must join the train. Onwuninde DJ or aya, onwuninde jaya, onwuninde na agba, onwuninde defend, onwuninde make, onwuninde na support in everything. Bikoni, make any business ayana no degara. You understand me? I'm not angry. I'm not angry with anybody. The train is open. The door is open. You can join. If you want to use your light up on Ndokwa to do something, if I buy the idea, I will kill you up with it. If it's something going to benefit the masses, the nation, why not? Bring pride down and not be somebody with a raised shoulder. No. So, Bikoni.
This turn of events compelled Henry Franklin to make a video on August 1st, 2025, announcing that he was henceforth withdrawing from everything that has to do with Ndokwa activism.
Happy New Month, everybody. 1st of August, 2025. Tuto mani. Nja wake na go no shame. Ikago from Ogun na anu ni Ndokwa. This year go make 12 years na anu ni Ndokwa ogu. My gomi has mpompu ife mrota in Ndokwa abon politician, but my gomi ife mak agubu mweseta in Ndokwa. Ndini ukure brutoko will destroy my family, everything. Put my family in danger, put myself in danger, always on the run because in Chonekono umukum umunadem buru muife. Oshishi cash out, this and that. Obosa ne megbifen ne and Jawa Kani na go no she agama resigning kumbili numgera kumugera suike. Onye ka bụ the leader ya burugara kwefu femaya na afọ n'ime ya. And I'm not angry and Oshishe cash out, you leave a go, you make any, or before one, or you need some depression, and make any, you cargo from. And the people they are fighting for, now the one they will cook out many stories. Then they did marathon, if any many, can they leave their own personal job in abroad or in any way to come and fight for you guys the way I'm doing for years now? The answer is no. Nobody will leave his family, his wife and kids, be in the forest hiding, be in the hotel hiding, all the name of fighting for his people. I don't think most of them will do it. I don't never see, you understand me, benefiting nothing. Tomorrow you cash out this and that. I think I had enough now. Njawa ka ini eku ndenu beli no mwewe the station this light up Ndokwa ndenu wadu fight and mention oku. At if ndenu send it nowhere because you send that to me, make I look into you before I go finally cut off my struggle from Ndokwa side. And it may go now. And it is before I go spoil before people go spoil my name, make I go leave the struggle for them. Also the easy without running away. But Mona send me those things. Anybody with them affected for the whole struggle for this light up in Ndokwa June 16. I've been said it before, but I don't know what happened. I know they contradict anything we person talk. But I'm requesting those things again to my personal WhatsApp, which I will drop as well. No me, I know they fight individual. I always fight government or your company. Those are the people I fight. But me and you now are not fit anymore. Yeah, we share about it.
But according to Henry Ufoma Franklin, he received a barrage of phone calls from every angles. And the calls were from people who believe that his withdrawal from the Ndokwa Nation struggles is a big blow on everybody because he is a strong pillar and a great source of encouragement to everyone who loves to fight for Ndokwa people. People pleaded with him to come back for Ndokwa people and let his detractors bury their heads in shame. And following that, Henry Franklin made a comeback and launched Step Down IPP in Ndokwa Nation so as to differentiate himself from the initial Light Up Ndokwa Nation movement. He then announced that he will be organizing a much bigger and cost-effective protest at Abuja on October 8, 2025.
Ndokwa Ufobinio, the 21st of September, and on the 8th of October, Kanjoko protest in Abuja, peaceful one. Kandagwa way if Ukwuani, that will Step Down IPP in Ndokwa Nation. Because you're in Chono football, can take uni, can win. Condemn my dedicated interest, a lot of them. Kasain Chapulu just nebel. Because you're in Chono football in this house, in anywhere, because you volunteer, one boss give us. By next week, all the old t-shirts will be ready. And Bikoni supporting if you can or ya obodo ka anyị na-atụ uyo obodo ka ihe nwe ukpe na ụlọ ka ihe nwe sola na ụlọ onwe ife dịka si Step Down IPP 33 line onwe ife dịka eleno Bikoni ka anyị ji Abuja can successful n'udo anyị je n'udo chisa n'udo you will be successful in Jesus mighty name we pray. Bikoni Yenyeka, make anybody boss me. We don't need, we not physically, we don't need money. Egabo if the physical things we will need. Moto, Bikoni, Abishegware.
to bring the awareness of the darkness of the Ndokwa people to the seat of power. He originally planned to move 500 people to Abuja for the protest and made a budget of 9 million naira for the transportation and the feeding and accommodation of these people for a 3 days project. He also announced it publicly and asked for donations to be made to make the journey to Abuja a reality.
Ndokwa Ufobino Mengo Nabiajio. After June 16, I met in that protest. We created awareness, it went viral and every other places. Nde Kenya hapo sasa shi and mete baga and Jobo Nabuja Kenya Menikeni Kenu di provoke ni mbombo maro again. Many mention team me and as Marashi taking it upon ourselves truly we need to go Abuja to go and make that noise what they thought they make. And the Kolu on the 8th of next month, October, can you Abuja no? Hipani Leo Seo, Wagomo, my team, will be the realistic. Abuko has exaggerated say 20 million, this and that, because this regime get as it be. So when they now come up with about hotel, transportation, feeding, and rest. Everything amount of 9 million naira for this journey we are making on the 8th of October, because it's going to be about 3 days journey. Abuja is very far. Some people going to come from Ndokwa, some going to come from Lagos, and so everything will be gathering them. People will come out for Abuja too. They don't need accommodation too. They can come from there. You not give them transport to come as well. One Nachiko, you give them back again. Everything amount of 9 million naira. And make sure say it come down to 9 million naira. Out of that 9 million naira, okay, you were 1 million from my pocket, because don't forget say my ticket is almost 2.850 million for me to come from UK to Nigeria. Checking BA. I'm not even taking the normal class. I'm taking the regular one, so that money can be enough for me to spend as well if I come. So, so what we are looking at out of 9 million, I'll give them 1 million. What we are looking at is 8 million. I know this is a sacrifice we are doing for our nation. Ndokwa when they go. Titles, they spend money, they give everybody, they give away. But when it comes to a problem of Ndokwa, they show less concern when it comes to help. You understand me? This is not a political movement. This is a Dinema Ndokwa Kayanacho. If you cannot donate publicly, you can inbox us so that we'll give you. Me personally, inbox me. My number will be showing. Then I will tell you, many scammer full. Many other person not go put account number, and then they begin to donate money for that. At the end of the day, they think some na give us to help us. Whereby another person na him collect the money. Then I will make that account available. After this video, I will make another video again. But I'm just creating awareness. Kind of journey. Asama reposane obi fu maros ofu fu maros on nebu and ndị Ndokwa enwego maro dị na Abuja dị na diaspora dị na ebe ọ bụ na now no data na posane be Ndokwa eka. I know one person can chase it out in Ndokwa land, and Ndokwa be billionaire na millionaire kia you go shine na abia na spend the money to remaining club. One of them can come out as well. Bikoni, Posani, not with the money self. If you can pay the, because we are planning to take one full hotel so that all our people go there. We don't get the hotel, but because of a security reason, we cannot give the name of the hotel. But if now won't pay the man direct, the man who can provide the number, when I talk to the man, we pay without giving us anything. The motto we won't use, if na won't pay for that 3-4 days journey, say, Ireland, you and your team step down in Ndokwa IPP in Ndokwa Nation. Mbochika Odele ni motoka na babe bro no. Fair enough. Or first say, Amagomo food restaurant in Abuja, didn't bed the ring do Makuno go even feeling the woman would even need little cash anymore. But if you say une can preferring une menani me nkasatorum, if you think at work nkasatorum beje kenyi I didn't shake Maruko Mogo, I name Mayor, I natuno Budani Oya, Yobodo. I was in for our forefathers disappoint us, who can now afford to disappoint our new generation. I'll be flying in making Yabi Yoko Mao. Only needing for more information, inbox me. I'm ever ready to answer anybody at any time. Yabi Shewari.
Meanwhile, the other side of the divide, which is now fully called Light Up Ndokwa Association, Luna, also fixed their own inauguration meeting for October 1st, 2025 at the King's Hotel, Obiarako. Reports have it that Mr. Lucky Oliogo, who is a native of Amai, but resident in Italy, donated a sum of 250,000 naira to the inaugural meeting of the Light Up Ndokwa Association. Mr. Lucky Oliogo has been a great advocate of good governance among the Ukwuani people also, and a very big critic of Ndokwa nation leaders, making use of his social media handle to express himself. Then came October 1st, 2025. The following people were present for the Light Up Ndokwa Association inaugural meeting: Mr. Stanley Nkem Ado, Barrister Evans Ufeli, Chief Okilolo Osai Silvanus Anantram, Kingsley Osai alias Chope, Mr. Chukwunalu Marcus Enude, MC Otigbaninya, and many others, including some traditional chiefs.
Live at the venue of Light Up Ndokwa Inaugural Conference, October 1st, 2025 at the King's Palace Hotel, the event center. Tagged the Ndokwa of our dream with my good brother Timothy Chukuma Opia and
Emeka
Wadia from Ebede. Yeah, we are here and our guests are started arriving. Our 3 guest speakers are here already, still waiting for one. So we are kicking off from now. Thank you very much. Ndokwa Mama.
Amen.
The quantum of oil and gas resources that is taken out from Ndokwa every day, with the figures and what it amounts to in terms of dollars. Many of us in the group almost fainted. I fainted twice. Because if Ndokwa can maximize 10% of that, no person in Ndokwa should walk. What we have there is much more than what is obtainable in Qatar. And today in Qatar, the citizens of Qatar don't work. They are too wealthy to work, so they employ Ghanaians and Saudi Arabia, Sudanese and the rest of that to work for them. That is how rich Ndokwa is.
The Light Up Ndokwa Association went further to dissociate themselves from Henry Franklin with the following post. Press release. Statement from Light Up Ndokwa Association. Date 4th October 2025. The Light Up Ndokwa Association issues this statement to clear the air regarding recent claims by Mr. Henry Franklin, also known as Henry Land, alleging that the association is attempting to sabotage its efforts. These allegations are entirely false and misleading. For clarity, the Light Up Ndokwa Association has formally dissociated itself from Mr. Henry Franklin, following careful consideration of his conduct, which was found inconsistent with the ethical standards, principles, and collective decisions of our committee. Our reasons are as follows. 1. Mr. Franklin repeatedly solicited funds from politicians on behalf of the movement and made persistent attempts to personally profit from our collective efforts. 2. He attempted to persuade Mr. Stanley Addo to dissolve the Light Up Ndokwa Committee so that he and his associates could independently solicit funds, a move never approved by the committee. 3. After his proposals were rejected, he privately approached individual members seeking to recruit them into his plan with promises of financial reward from the protest. Such actions are incompatible with the values of transparency, accountability, and integrity that our association holds. Following these developments, Mr. Franklin voluntarily left the group and launched his own movement known as IPP Step Down. We wish to emphasize that our decision to distance ourselves from Mr. Franklin has nothing to do with sabotaging or discouraging anyone who wishes to participate in the Abuja protest. Every member remains free to act according to their conscience. However, as an organization, we are guided by one principle above all others: integrity. It is the foundation of everything we do at Light Up Ndokwa Association, and we will not compromise it for personal gain or political favor. And then also, Mr. Stanley Addo released a video so further support the Lunar Press release.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for standing by us. Light Up Ndokwa Association, Luna, better new, Ajeno Tufin, Ndokwa, then also all sons and daughters of Ndokwa extraction, both home and in diaspora. I want to thank you all this morning. Thank God for the successful our inaugural conference on the 1st of October 2025 at the King's Palace and Event Center, Ubinumba. It was a very wonderful experience, which we had the best time learning more from seasoned speakers, lecturers, and so on and so forth. So on Ndokwa development, how the way forward, how do we go ahead and see how we can make Ndokwa great again by lightening up Ndokwa with what we have, the independent power plant, the IPP that we have in our backyard. Yet we generate power to the national grid, and we don't have the IPP for over 20 years. So thank God for the successful program, and I will say may God bless every one of us that came, that contributed, that supported the cause. God bless you. Your pocket will never run dry. Thank you so much. And I also want to use this medium to clarify something. Some information and news have been going on about Ndokwa people going to Abuja to protest. Well, we at Light Up Ndokwa Association are not involved in that protest, because the one we did June 16th, 2025, which I and some persons, about 17 of us, were arrested on that same 16th and 17th. We are still in court with the Delta State Ministry of Justice, and the court date is on 30th October. So we've already told some of our people that since we are still in court, we shouldn't commence any protest for now until the first hearing or the first defense of the court. But most of us felt we want to go for the protest. Fine. It's a good one. So those that are going for the protest, we wish you the best. Go ahead if you want to go, but Light Up Ndokwa Association are not involved in that protest. Ndokwa people that came out on the 16th still has their name in court 2, State High Court, Court 2, Asaba. So Whoever is going to Abuja for protest, you are going on your own. But this is one of the major problems that we've been having in the Ukwuani nation. When we see a good cause, pursue a good cause, before you know it, we have a lot of breakaway. But we thank God that we still remain resolute in our pursuit to make Ndokwa great again. Thank you and God bless you. Kan Ndokwa Mama Ishegwari.
So many others try to discourage people from going to the Abuja protest. Others discourage people out of fear of being arrested a second time, while others discourage people from going to Abuja because they claim that Henry Ufoma Franklin is a bad person who is making money with Ndokwa activism. But then, according to reports, no single individual donated any money for the movement to Abuja for the protest. We gathered information that Mr. Henry Ufoma Franklin single-handedly dropped 3,650,000 naira to pay for buses, tow and from. He hired vehicles from Lagos, Abuja, and Delta states to storm the National Assembly for the protest and paid for their going to Abuja and coming back from Abuja. Some people moved from Lagos, others moved from the Ndokwa, others moved within Abuja and also joined them. Men and women volunteered to go, leaving behind their various engagements just to register their grievances with the government on Ndokwa people, on how badly they are being treated. He also settled the hotel accommodation of the protesters and their feeding. Finally, the 8th day of October came for the peaceful protest. IPP stepped down in Ndokwa Nation in Abuja as organized by Mr. Henry Ufoma Franklin, and each of them were wearing customized t-shirts for the protest.
Ajay. Ajay. Unanoche that banner, now they block am. Now they block that banner. Danny now. Where go you are? Don't wanna move now. Wanna move to the gates, okay? Wanna go to the gates.
Meanwhile, before the protest in Abuja, Mr. Henry Land officially wrote to the office of the Nigerian police, the office of the Minister of Power, and the office of the Senate President, informing them of their coming for a peaceful protest at Abuja. The protesters blocked the gates of the National Assembly, which prompted Senator Natasha Akpoti, who was moving with her entourage, to go in and signal the Senate President of what was going on. The Senate President in turn asked the Delta billionaire Senator Chief Barrister Chinedu Munir Nwoko, also known as Ned Nwoko, to go and address his people from his own constituency.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Begin the question.
When I told them to allow you in, but they told me there's so many of you.
Jebura.
So let's go inside.
Okay, sir.
Let's go to my office. Sit down.
Okay, sir.
Yeah? Yes, sir. That place is for all of you.
Okay.
This is not
Let's go together.
Don't worry about that, sir.
They will clear you. Don't worry. We'll clear you.
Senator Ned Nwoko was shocked to see a group of men and women all the way from the homeland of Delta and Abuja and Lagos right at the National Assembly. He pleaded with them not to come again for such protest because it is a big slap on his image as a senator, because it passes the message that the Delta politicians are doing nothing at all. Senator Ned Nwoko also addressed them with zest and eventually thanked them for coming, and finally supported them with a sum of 3 million naira to cover for their expenses of coming. Same goes to the House of Representatives member, Honorable Nnamdi Ezechi, who was equally shocked to see his people at Abuja. He likewise addressed his people, thanked them, and equally supported them with 400,000 naira for their expenses.
Is that the government of Delta State, Ona Magosani will stakeholder and the government of Delta State.
Yes.
Ona Magosoni Kenny with the deputy governor
Yes.
of Delta State. All they met in the history of Delta before.
Yes.
This is the very first time.
Yes.
Therefore, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborowere, the executive governor of Delta State, who must give them all necessary support, because the needed development cannot just come from federal government alone.
Okay.
These are things, there are some partnerships, there are some areas the state government need to intervene. The areas of right of way, the former governor, I think they paid all the necessary payment.
That's why I said
You understand me? So
you
understand me? So
it was not his duty to pay.
even this present governor too is also making sure that Ndokwa is electrified. And I can assure you, like my chairman said, the mandate in which he came here is the speaker's mandate, and that is a very big honor. It's a big honor for Ndokwa people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a big honor. Protest does not mean how large you are. Protest is all about how organized you are.
Yes.
Today you have shown that Ndokwa need light.
Yes.
And I can assure you, with the leadership of the speaker and our own dear leader, Right Honorable Victor Nwokolo, the chairman has committee on power, that Ndokwa will get the light step down.
Amen.
Thank you. And the governor of Delta State is also doing marvelously well. Sheriff Oborowere is doing very well.
Yes.
We must support them. Yes. Because if we don't support them, we can't get all the things we expect to get. So all the organizers and those who ensure you came here, I think they have done well.
Thank you.
We need to
Thank
commend
you.
them too.
Thank you.
We have registered the grievances of Ndokwa people.
Yes.
So make it a number.
Yeah.
Make it as my chairman and deputy chairman. I come here to address my people. Banani.
Yeah.
Banani.
Yeah.
And the executive of the national executive requesting for urgent return of the contractor to service. Based on that, before we invited Ajib Petroleum, that was then in charge. Of course, Ajib showed their interest in the place. Now it's now on one. Ajib came, we invited Ajib. We also invited Sapin, the main contractor, and they lived there what is on ground. And we are in the process of getting Ajib to make further commitments to redeem, to keep the terms of contract. Ajib was sold to one. And that is what has been trying to take backwards. Of course, we are visiting to Wando. I'm thinking after this, I think one or two of them we have to show to the office, so that by the time they see the communication between Aji and us, they will understand what we are talking about. So that's the reason why we are having issue on that. On the other aspect, which is being handled by transmission TCN. That one is in top gear. My brothers, there have been some little hiccups over the use of funds for the TCN. I'm sure very soon you'll get it resolved. It is good that you came, because if you didn't come, you would have had this. If one or two is available, we'll go to more. Let's see this beginning. We can't be, of course, I'm sure they didn't give notice to the Nether without giving notice. So that by the time they see the conditions, you now know whether what is happening. But Serpent is still, the owners of Serpent are still there. So that you also find out, they will also give you copies of our data. National Assembly or in any part of the legislation generally will work on dialogue, will work by communications. You don't, as legislator, you cannot go the way you have come like this.
Yes.
It does not work. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, so that by the time you see the communication between National Assembly, Serpent, and Ajib and Owando in the recent time, you understand what we are doing. And let me also commend our immediate government that wrote on behalf of Ndokwa requesting for them to see this and that we are aware, this because what we are aware. What the essence of the request is to see how we can force forward. And if you also, those of you who live in Abuja here, you also understand that about 2-3 weeks, Federal Ministry of Finance was shut down. Yeah, thank God. When it was, why was it shut down? The people who have worked over 2 years have not been paid. So we have that challenge of releases to every agency. So that is also one of the things. Because it is now you are here, you can speak out to you so that you know what is the true position of this thing. Even if nobody will sit back and see his people in darkness. If not for anything, I have a stake. Apart from that, I also have a stake. Once it gets to me, it gets to me. There is no difference between Ndokwa and Ndokwa.
Thank you.
We must just, this man here, I will not say where I've known you, where he has treated me. But what I'm trying to tell you is that it's not strange, we know him very well. So that's why, please, that's why I said, if one person will let him come to the office to show those communications so that he also see. I'm sure you also show them the response of TCN. Maybe they don't know the response of TCN. So that let them know that we're actually working about it. It is important for them to know. Nobody wants his people to be in darkness.
Thank you, sir.
Just 1 minute, man. Just a minute. Right Honorable, on behalf of Ndokwa people, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to...
No, thank you, Mr. Speaker, because Mr. Speaker actually asked me to come here.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
I want to say thank you to our honorable member who also informed Mr. Speaker and yourself. And at the same time, in extension, I want to say thank you to you as the chairman. You've displayed today that you're a true debtor. Because you didn't just say Ndokwa is not your constituency where you are representing. Yeah. But you are here live and direct to address our people. This is what more than good. So we appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.
And also we appreciate your deputy for also taking time to be here today. One thing important is this, and one thing we are going home with is this, is that every institution have agreed that Ndokwa deserve this light that we are agitating for. Yes. That's most paramount. On the area you are talking about all the documentations and follow-up people are doing, I think we are happy to hear this. And I think our people can go back home to say, okay, hope is indeed alive. Like as you said, we'll talk within ourselves, we'll take 1 or 2 persons, come inside, see this document, and also return the information back to the public. Yes. Why I'm here with the protester is that I am the acting PG of NNU, Ndokwa here in Abuja. So if our people are here, it's our duty to make sure so that the protest will be peaceful. Our people also will be given the soft ground also.
They made a promise to attend to the need of the IPP step down in Ukwuani nation without negligence this time around. And also noted that this is a huge movement of Ndokwa people coming all the way from various quarters to register their grievances to the government at the seat of power. The Ndokwa protesters returned back to their hotel accommodations peacefully after meeting with the members of Senate and representatives.
Step down, IPP group, our journey was successful. Thank God for the enjoyment. Shame to the devil. Shame to our enemies. Nobody was arrested. Shame to the devil. See enjoyment. The devil is a liar. Nobody was arrested.
The following day, Honorable Nnamdi Ezekyi gave a long address to the Ndokwa nation, as this was the first time the Delta politicians are addressing these Ndokwa light matters with utmost respect.
Afambo Nnamdi Ezekyi, mbonyi na nochi anya Ndokwa East, Ndokwa West, and Ukwuani Federal Constituency in the House of Reps, Abuja. Mbonyi no to na akwo. Ejimogen keneke na so neke na sandium. Osandikum. Old and young. Akonu yemi. Supporting God's wish to elect me into power. So Mario Samarbiko, that he Ndokwa, the absence of electricity has been a long-standing issue that our people have endured for several years. And following agitation, President Ichinanye before, blessed memory Rahun Sugori, Nyenorun Gelu to TCN to address issues of electrification in Ndokwa and Federal Constituency by stepping the IPP light down in Ndokwa land. The construction of Ukwuani 132 kV double circuit transmission line and 1/60 MVA 132 32 kV substation at Kwale and 1/150 MVA 330 132 kV substation at Okpai. Oku this about this project. Borubo say what we want challenge along the line, challenge of funding. That challenge of funding, it happens to any other project. It is not just only Ndokwa. Also, see government here in Ndokwa is what the completed are, what they are completed to date. As you go in the bid office in June 2023, several times there is going pertinent issues of critical concerns on the floor of the House of Representatives. I have not only met but maintained an open communication channel with the relevant stakeholders involved in this project, including the TCN, the Honorable Minister for Power, House Committee on Power, and community leaders to ensure that contractors return to site. Away from this project, critical electricity infrastructure in Kwale and environs are in a state of dilapidations due to years of no use. Transformers and transmission lines are defective, which further exacerbates the electricity challenge in Ndokwa and Federal Constituency. Thankfully, the state government, led by His Excellency Right Honorable Eda Sheriff Obrowere, the working and one of the best governors in Nigeria, has also begun with the support of our leader from Delta North, and of course, most importantly, Ndokwa extraction, Samondo Nyema, begun the rehabilitation infrastructures. As I speak with you, Oguma and other areas, but I know by the grace of God, every other community now they connected and when in Woko. It just more than email our budget. Most of the vandalized transformers in Ndokwa West and Ndokwa East, and of course some areas in the Ukwuani local government that only way value with that transformer to restore power. And that is not to say that Unkunke IPP Okpai will not be stepped down in Ndokwa land. Our project, both by the grace of God, Ukwuani will not disappoint us. That Ndokwa Ukwuani Okpai one word since 2018, both the transmission line, both the two substations, both the IPP phase 2 itself, must be completed. Therefore, I want to call on the youth. Marius Onubiko, Osanyibu youth now. So Nyobuna, Demobo Maya, Onyobuna, Kwobinani, Kanyi Udo. Udo is of in peace. Udo is of with development. Udo is of with any former Ndokwa federal constituency. Ayi mwe forces on a bending can you know? The banya you know. Only for not barry development babia. Or Sandopara or Sandeze. Our traditional rulers. We are blessed to have prominent traditional rulers who also doing well. We are blessed to have youth who are also law abiding. We are blessed to have leadership. If you are a youth and you want to be a youth that people will be proud of, without mentorship you can't go anywhere. I was born and brought up from the village, from Okpai. I will never disappoint Ndokwa people because I love Ndokwa. Other leaders love Ndokwa. Don't be used by anybody. Don't be used. Because Ndokwa be used man we don't make or John the man. Only leader didn't Ndokwa boost or choose or for my men in Ndokwa. Chicken and in the past. One will go to Asa. Munijin Nakita. Add in shortly before and you finish this first tenure. On a full a significant change under my watch. And therefore making no banner. Making on Ndokwa and then Jum Candikum or South Association, Ndokwa American or Sandokwa or Sebuno Nodini. Making the NNU that this is the very first time any young man as NNU President General. Therefore, the only best opportunity we have is now. Is a man with experience. Onyebu such no chichi ni level. He grew to that level. Today now, he is the one piloting the affair of Ndokwa Sociocultural Group, the apex sociocultural group in Ndokwa nation. Therefore, Kaizwana Yaganuku, the man has wisdom. Also, when you find agitate, let it come under the platform of our sociocultural group. You can't come in any other group. Also, when agitation, when you group, you are Ndokwa, you are this or whatever you think you are, whatever we are forming, whatever if we think we are so, we love Ndokwa people. Channel it through the constituent authority. Because like we do Rukun and Menkoe, like we do John and Menkoe, you can't just go Iche. Today, now by the grace of God, before I was a deputy governor, I was deputy governor. Deputy governor, Bro Nishirunani. Only push all of Ndokwa old and young. Obo Gengen Kana Zaya Januku, and as deputy governor Januku. Through the NNU, only if NNU were again meeting with governor today, so I will in fact on Agua governor in no challenge in the Ndokwa. Only like that this governor no go listen. Say governor work on FIFA with me ato waje with. But all the different fashion they with the different to governor. Governor they put what this are united. If that's it to president, and then you will refer to that's it to president to the Senate challenge in the Ndokwa federal constituency. Only the president yem so only ko FIFA will in it's okay. Oh yeah, NNU. I want to do this for Ndokwa people. But our quietness is not foolishness. So making no banner. Making us and then Indikum. Making our youth. Making our women. Making the NIU. First of all, who can the three council chairmen who called meetings some time ago and address us? I was in attendance in that meeting with one of our leaders, Saukemo TJ, and the MD of the Soparek. And other commissioner, Dr. Kingsley Aspogu and engineer Michael Anoka. We are all attendants in that meeting. And the outcome of the meeting was very peaceful and resolute. And after that, every challenges you see today, without challenges, there is no solution. Therefore, over the awkward stepping down, light up Ndokwa nation is our major concern. No leader, I stand to be quoted. Only leader in Ndokwa ne like Ndokwa. But I call on the youth to be conscious of comments. Only ne kusi informa diama. I am working in Ndokwa. Opposing of by Jegola Abuja, many places. Nenyewa light, but I'm the one in York. That is not to say that the government has not done us well. But this approach, we must also, by all ways, try to be by our leaders and support the leadership of Ukwuani Federal Constituency. My predecessors, who represented Ukwuani Federal Constituency in House of Reps, have done their best. They have done wonderfully well. Because wasi pogo iforo, amagonso when they didn't even on that federal constituency, even the predecessor mefun we mesa. But that is not to say that they have solved all the problems of Ukwuani Federal Constituency. Now I'm also doing my best. They just moving the leadership of Ndokwa people. His Excellency the Deputy Governor of Delta State, Samondo Nyema. Mwajina Atuaka Kobo. He just moving the Chief Goswill Obelum. Right Honorable Barrister Osasa. Admiral Michael Jinikaona. Saoke Motlije. Dr. Esther Odweni. Making us Dr. Kinsler Sibogu, the Honorable Commissioner for Primary Education. Making us my own dear brother, Engineer Michael Anuka, the Honorable Commissioner for Urban Renewal. He just moving one of my leader too, Bo, the House of Assembly member, and he representing Ndokwa West constituency. Bo Honorable Charles Metro nekene Chief Chukwudi Dafe yado bo nyina no chanya Ukwuani constituency in Delta State House of Assembly nekene see my beloved brother na no chanya Ndokwa his constituency Bo Prince Emeka Osamuta. They just moved in the council chairman. Bo Chief Obinzete is a prominent leader in Ndokwa Nation. Then can I say our performing council chairman from Ukwuani, Barrister Ajadi Possible, is my dear brother. Then can I see my very own, Bo Chief Vincent Oslonya. They just moving can other leaders, the Soparek MD, the managing director, CEO, chief executive officer of the Soparek, Bo Festus Ochonogo. They can see the other two commissioners from Ndokwa Nation, Bo Dr. Charles Olise and Sylvia Azuka Inebevi. Just Morgan can make the youth, making other leaders. Nkutukum don't akpa fa or sama no we may not finish here. Remember this broadcast, making us honor for allowing God to use you, making our traditional leaders, the traditional rulers from various kingdoms in Ukwuani Federal Constituency. They just making all various youth groups. Nekene Sintinokolo, nekene the Delta North IPC youth leader Comrade Chukwutem Mogo aka SS nekene Igwe Dubai Bonzete Aslam nekene Fani nekene si onye na-akpọ okwu Ezechi nekene si Eri Emily nekene Agbocha, the President General of Ikoroga Ndokwa, a performer, a man that is doing me proud. Nekene si other leaders, Yankee nekene onye na-akpọ Sonedeme mmeji oge nke nekene mbido na-akpọ afọ ebeku ndị ji bido nekene ọsa ndị Ndokwa nekene Right Honorable Ocho Christopher Ocho nekene Dan Osai mekene ọsa ụnụ nekene Chief Emmanuel Onyukwu mekene ọsa ụnụ for aka ụnụ yenu nekene our youth, our councillors, supervising councillors, market women, Odozani support group, Sheriff Onyema support group, Ezechi support group, Osamuda support group, Emetro support group, Agbala support group, and every other group. This why you not carrying it to an annual elected. I will represent Ndokwa. Ejimogen can now go and say challenging the Ndokwa, but my concern. The problem of Ndokwa is my problem. We will vote on Kumbala Soul and Abuja. We will vote on we take the dividends of democracy than in Ndokwa. And therefore challenges Umwanye Ndele Kugaba light up. Many people say Bado well, Chucky well, Katike, who former them. A lot of them, Barisufeli them, Operepe them, and so many of them, and various leaders. Nekuku about Okwo Ndokwa. Nekenasa do. This time, but the time my address on, I want to say, Unsogum Ndokwa Unsogum. And therefore, I also know Alaso and Abuja Mbani. Making us Ndokwa sons and daughters, both home and in diaspora. Both the diasporas, they are also doing well. Both the ones in our home in Nigeria, they are doing well. All of you are wonderful people. And we will make my way. I didn't be condemned because all the we fought you many. Only the Kukusiko, informal bill, but I have on your job. But this is the very first time Ndokwa Nemwe Deputy Governor. This is the very first time Ndokwa Nemwe Managing Director and CEO of the Sopadec. And I ensure she go in buyer one only make me for man Ndokwa. I ensure see if I do a metro in Ndokwa before Obidogoli Neme. I bido from Akoko Yene, former governor of Delta State, His Excellency, Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Tokowa. In a Malisi Oko Alov Ndokwa. I finish as in a venue. Just to our present governor, one of the best performing governor in Nigeria, but Right Honorable Sheriff Oborowere, the man that is making us proud. Ona Marisi Ndokwa, Ebrune move forward, and therefore we must support them. We have a body, a platform where all of us can speak our mind. That is MNU. You can't go and form anything for political gains. The MNU It's for everybody. So make it also know. Naked our people. Naked also know. See, by the grace of God, naked as governor for approving a road construction from Abon to Akarai. Our youth, our women, let us support ourselves. Because when we support ourselves, we will see progress. So make it know. Banano, yabi shagwa.
Mr. Henry Ufoma Franklin could not attend the protest in person from the UK as he was busy on a business trip in Turkey. We also gathered the information that Mr. Henry Franklin refused to ask for the 3.4 million naira realized from the protest, but instead he instructed that the money should be shared amongst the honorable Ndokwa people who left their families to make their voices heard at Abuja, and he also refused to partake of that money. Nevertheless, Mr. Lucky Oliogo, a few days after the Abuja protest, accused Henry Franklin of using the protest for money making from Ndokwa politicians.
Also, no man, Ireland cannot be Ireland now. Ireland cannot be your mission. Shinabushi, Ichoniki detaining Mr. Stanley Ado, ne detention. Just keep collect a go, and I can net the wonko and I can land the ditchy. But the Canadian, the barrister, didn't many boo, barrister Ophili, or swear, on your case. That way you couldn't see Uya, Edeke Mokwani, or Turu, she Ado na pusari ebe nunu. Ado apusa the next thing ye buloso yanachi UK. Ye ri UK, ye rufu UK na ye just na plan jozo. Ya bu step na kere you was na. Ajunji na ajuji elele ino na ebienu ni UK. Oso lele ko anu na ogu kene na shi na ebushi UK kufuri ketene. Inte enwu ko makene ino na yuzu. Nti enwe ezukwo makiri na yuzu na UK. Nti enwe ụzọ ọma ino na agba moto na UK. Kobu ụlọ ọgwụ ọma. Nne marụ ya nọ n'ọgụ kirishi na bushi ose federe ine na consume na UK ọdị na UK. Ya chọ de kende ke enwe the same access to that lifestyle. Ababe chọgbu na enwe ye. Mr. Henry Franklin. Kobu Ireland kwa na akpọ ike. Oba we anyashi elendi de poku meke ndi igbo ke maro ne gori na eja abuja no di mote na ki wole egu ijo de ki weri.
A lot of people slammed Mr. Lucky Oliogo and countered his accusations against Mr. Henry Ufoma Franklin. And they said Mr. Lucky Oliogo was only trying to bury his head in shame because his negative expectations for the Abuja protests didn't come to pass. And finally, Henry Ufoma Franklin thanked everyone who came out to Abuja and equally assured the politicians that they will sit back and watch them fulfill their promise or expect another protest in Abuja in February 2026.
Ndokwa ofobinio njawa kenye kene asa maro posani ni protest kegani ni 8th of October 2025 in Eagle Square. Fele. The support to the protest so ki support ya support now. Njawa kenye kena asa maro kende share telling the post now. And then ku njoni kuma njawa kenye kena asa maro. With time, exactly the full report of the protest will be coming out. And Anejogo Nudo Nwanudo can then I condemn all the protest, and then I praise the protest in Java can because Ndokwa Jefufa and Eurofire Fandokwa Boa Tenable Anugonuani, Senate President Anugonuani, that's one Chanugonuani, Wokogonkwa. So I will give you guys a report shortly. when the politician here in go that may protest, I single-handed sponsor the protest. So onye kunshi as when the as and that hotel promised and as Amari promised and disappointed us, switch off the phone that minute. Thank God Ngomega come didn't sponsor the thing. Ya be share gwari okuko yan na anu na anu ka ekani ka obodo otunu obodo ka yin dey. We are blaming our forefathers they disappoint us. So we not go disappoint our new generation that is coming. We have to sacrifice for them. Light must come. Other through heaven or earth, we must get light before 2027. I will not go relent until we have this light. As if we were planet and it's where Kangorani, Chukano Nagao, Okukain Anu Bogoa, Samaru, Ani Bunso Bueno, Obu government, Ani Bunso Bueni, marginalizing, Obu Nyen, Ani na marginalizing when you, Epo Sasi Kanu no go Obodoi, because Obu Wen AJ, therefore it will not come through you, pull it down. Die syndrome. Ya bụ ifeanyị na-enwe ndokwa, otherwise ndokwa nwere maro ndị ka nụọ ọgwụ Ukwuani ịka nụọ ọgwụ kese ka ya karị webe ebubo osiri n'ego ibu oshi ibu keni just to pull you down. Otherwise nothing like that. This protest can na sancha. I requested for help for everybody. None of them give us, they turn us down just to frustrate us, but Chukwu Mege, I have the money in my account, in my possession. I sponsored it from A to down. Nobody, no politician, nobody, only politician. You get ₦1 for this protest. I know Tagba Wolim, I knew Ndokwa Wolim, Nlamli Atobum, Onye Nibibe Farm, and Ndokwa de chair you. Amaragoshi make ukim, na Bolmo Noye, came then a bobo. Then the Kusogako or Gafogorio or Gago and Abejozo. I'm giving them 90 days to commence whatever they say in NDDC will take over. By 90 days, from today to 90 days, and after the development say NDDC are signing for Gari or Obani in Ndokwa made a step down. The next protest go be as Ndokwa. Ndokwa biakoni keni. So gidene luni kuna in 90 days time again and biakajo.
So we have two camps at the moment. We have the Light Up Ndokwa Nation Association, Luna, and we have the IPP Step Down in Ndokwa Nation. In all of this, we come to a realization that we now have two bodies fighting for electrification in Ndokwa Nation. So whichever way the light comes, the Ndokwa people will be so delighted. And we equally call upon both parties and organizations to the path of peace and avoid any negativity and crisis. So this has been the entire report so far for the Ndokwa Light Up issues. My name is Odebresi Anamari, and this has been a long report. Thanks for staying.